Good morning, students. Welcome to the class. Hope you all are doing well and fine at home. So, students, in the last video, I have taught you about a very interesting subject, that is the person who influenced me most. And today, I'm going to explain you another important and very interesting chapter, that is the newspaper. So, what is the news? The main idea of this chapter: importance of newspaper in everyday life, and what is the value of newspaper? A good newspaper is a nation's talking to itself. So newspaper है ना, news, N E W S, north, east, west and south. News. News has four letters, that is N, E, W and S. And these four letters stands for directions. These four letters stands for directions, है ना? North, E stands for east, W stands for west and S stands for south. So newspaper has four letters and each one stands for four directions, that is north, east, west and south. Reports from our directions gives the name news. The paper on which reports are printed is called newspaper. Okay, so we get all the news from all over the world. Okay, and the paper on which the news is printed and the reports are printed is called newspaper. Newspaper in the modern society has a great social and educative values. News we get from all over the world, and it's a very important thing to know the news, what is going on in the world. So the main principle or the main aim of the news is to give the information. Its principal aim to supply news through the nation. News through information with different views, through comments, articles and editorials. What is the main aim of news? To give the information in each and every field. In politics, what is going on, in play, in games, in cinemas, everything. So they are common media of expressing views. Its principal aim is to supply news through the information with different views through comments, articles and editorials. Newspaper is very useful, useful to every person of society. It is also beneficial for children of every age. Youth and old all take interest in newspaper. We find different kinds of advertisement, short stories, historical events, religions, political speeches, legal opinions. We find all of them. Newspaper we find different kinds of advertisement also. Matrimonials, lost and founds. There is a column of lost and found. There is a column of sports. There is a column of advertisement there. There is a column of political speeches, legal opinions. So many columns are there in the newspaper. So newspaper is very useful to every person in society. अगर आपको news नहीं मिलेगा तो how come you know the things which is going around you? That's why news is very useful and very important for every person in the society. It is also very beneficial for every age, whether it is child or old age, everyone. News is very important. All take interest in newspapers. We find different kinds of advertisement over there. Short stories is also there. A good newspaper is a nation's talking to itself. There are so many columns, so that's why news is very important in our day-to-day life. ताकि हम जान सके कि हमारे आसपास, हमारे इंडिया में, हमारे यहाँ बाहर कहाँ क्या हो रहा है. तो ये हमें जानकारी कौन देता है? न्यूज के थ्रू हमें पता चलता है कि देश विदेश में, दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है. सो दिस न्यूज इज द मीडियम. न्यूज जो है एक माध्यम है ताकि हमें इंफॉर्मेशन मिले. Nowadays coronavirus is very hot topic. We get each and every information through news itself. कहाँ क्या हो रहा है. That's why it's very important. So news has 4 letters. These 4 letters stand for 4 directions: north, east, west and south. Reports from 4 directions are given the name news. The paper on which reports are printed is called newspaper. Newspaper in the modern society has a great social and educative values. They are common media of expressive news. The newspaper provides us up to update information about important political events and topic of general interest also. We are brought into touch with the current problems which affects us so much if we neglect them. Again in the morning brings to our knowledge all the notable events which occurred in distant land only the day before. So, I have explained you the first page of this chapter, that is the newspaper, given page number 19. In the next video, I will explain you the next page of this chapter. Okay students, till then, do one thing, just read this topic, the newspaper, again and again, and try to learn the hard words and their meaning also. In the next video, I will explain you the next page of this chapter. Till then, take care.